Hello, guys, and welcome to the show. I'm very happy to be joined by Hou Yifan, the women's world champion, and by Matthias Denneke, the educational manager for Tradimo. And today we're going to talk mostly about the similarities between trading and chess, and then later on in the show I will also ask Yifan some actuality chess questions relating most of all, of course, to the World Championship match which is going on right now. So Yifan, let me ask, you have just returned from Novi Sad where you won the gold medal with your club Monte Carlo, and you scored an amazing and perfect 6 out of 6. So can you tell us a few words about the European Club Cup in Novi Sad?
Yeah, we both played in European Club Cup, and somehow my performance, it's relatively good, especially compared to my previous performances where I started with a series of unsatisfied performance starting from Isle of Man, where we also did a nice game commentary, but somehow after a few rounds, my performance are not very good, a little bit shaky. And then I played a match with Nigel Short, and I think he was playing extremely good, but also my playing style was not in the very best shape. And later on, I was playing Corsica, a rapid tournament. Okay, I got some chances there trying to find myself in a better way, but somehow I also collapsed again in the second round when I was facing a Ukrainian grandmaster and Krabov. So that's why when I was in Novi Sad playing for European Cup Cup for my team Monte Carlo, where I already played for, I think, at least 3 or 4 times before, and we also won it. And I'm just trying to show my best performance, trying to play well for the team because it's a team competition. There's some difference than to play an individual tournament. And somehow I started with I think, 2 or 3 wins where I was playing with Nana and Ushinina. So they're all very strong players, and we've been played a lot. So I have kind of feeling that probably this time, at least my performance are okay.
Well, it was great, and I hope you will continue to come back to the very, very top. And I'm looking forward personally to see you competing with the best men players in the world up where you belong. So Matthias, can you tell us a bit more about the similarities between chess and trading?
Yes, of course. Hi, Fiona. Hi, Yifan. First of all, I want to say my English isn't the best, so apologies for this in advance. Regarding a question, the similarities between chess and trading, I would say one similarity is the risk management. I think sometimes we have to risk something to win. I'm pretty sure Yifan will agree. But to calculate this risk correctly is a very important thing. And last but not least, the adjustments. Both trading and chess needs to have a lot of strategies, several strategies, and from time to time we need to improve and to adjust these strategies to be successful. I would say these both are the main similarities.
Mm-hmm. Actually, this interview is an interesting experience for me because I've done a lot of chess interviews before, but I'm a complete novice when it comes to trading. And you told me before we got started, you are a trader yourself, so maybe you can also highlight some of the characteristics which are important when it comes to trading.
Yeah, also here we have a lot of similarities between chess and trading, because in trading you need to have discipline and patience about waiting for good spots. And I think this is very necessary to have to success, to have discipline and patience. And this is the same for chess, I think. I'm not a chess player, even a professional chess player, even an amateur. But I think discipline and patience is very, very important in chess as well. And when you are very emotional and an impulsive person, then it is very hard to become a good chess player or a good trader. So I want to highlight discipline and patience are the most important things.
And maybe now is a good time to ask you, Yifan, what do you think about Matthias just said? What do you think are the main characteristic and the main similarities?
Actually, I'm also learning from Matthias' answer, and I could fully agree with Matthias. For example, this discipline and patience is also very important for chess players. And it recalls me one of the questions that I have been asked quite often, that what's the major difference between the male chess players and the female chess players? And normally my answer also include one of the reasons is that the women sometimes are more emotional, and when we're especially under time pressure, sometimes we're easy to make some decisions that might seem for us the most practical, but not the most correct choice. So that's why we need to be more objective for when you are making a decision. Also, I think that time management is also important for both cases. Okay, on chess, we can understand that sometimes we need to make 40 moves under certain time control, and every move you need to think that how to spend your time in a more proper ways. And I believe that in trading, sometimes we should also catch the right moment to make the most serious decisions, because the markets are changing every time.
Okay, that's interesting. And back to you, Matthias, back to trading. I was also wondering, is it necessary to have basic knowledge when it comes to money and the financial markets when you want to get into trading?
In my opinion, it is not. I think everybody can learn trading. It's more a matter of passion and will. If you want to make it, then you can do it. As I mentioned before, if you have discipline and patience, then the rest is very easy to learn. So the basic and even the advanced tools are not very difficult. Of course, there are some parts, especially in the option market or in the future market. So these are very complicated stuff, but you don't have to learn this for knowing the basics. And the big factor in trading is the mindset. As I said before, discipline and patience, I think this is a part of the mindset. And this includes good money and risk management. And most traders fail because of bad mindset. It's not about the knowledge, it's just about the mindset. And I think most of the chess players, and of course the good chess players like Hou Yifan, have a very good mindset, otherwise they won't win. And I think good chess players are very good traders as well. So the potential is there, I think.
Do let us know if, I said before, I know pretty much nothing about trading. So if I wanted to get into it, how can I do that? And what would be my first steps?
The first steps, I would say, is to learn the basics, just the terminology, what is a broker, what is the forex market, what is a share, what is a stock, what is a stocks index and commodities. So just the basic stuff. And then step by step, we can learn more about the technical analysis and the fundamental analysis. And I think just the basics to learn, it needs, it's depending on time you have, but I would say you need maybe 40 hours, and then you can the basics, and practice, you will go into it. And I think just to learn the basics is the start. And the good thing is you can learn it without any risk with a demo account or just reading a book, or Tradimo, of course, the best learning platform for this. And I think to learn the basics is very easy.
That's good. And I had one more question to you, Yifan, that is both related to trading and to chess players. And I was wondering, do you have any idea or any insights how professional chess players, how they deal with their income, what they put their money into? Do you know if some of them are into trading, or how they use their salaries and their income?
Yeah, I think this question also is, when I'm answering this, is also one of the reasons that why I decided to learn with Tradimo, trying to pay my attention, pay my, efforts on trading as well. Because as a chess player, sometimes we need to deal with our prices, deal with our incomes, and it's very important to deal it in a proper way instead to just save it somewhere, because we all know that under the current economic situation. If you just put the money somewhere, for example, in the bank or just saving it, and after 5 or 10 years, there's a huge change in the monetary market. So that's why I think it's better to learn how to deal with it better. And also, I'm a Chinese, and we have our currency called yuan. But when we are playing tournaments in Europe or US, we earn the prices with different currencies. So sometimes we are facing a question that how to deal better with all these exchanges, because that's, for example, in euros, in dollars, or Chinese yuan, so that's all different. And sometimes we could find a better way that to balance everything. And I have no clear idea that how the top players trying to manage their incomes, but so far I know that some of my friends, okay, let's say some Chinese friends actually, they are using also some internet apps trying to do a little bit with trading, but that was mainly follow the advice, follow the popularity that what's recommending people to do. But I believe that the Tradimo will be a very good professional platform that providing people a chance to learn how to do it better.
Well, that's quite interesting because a bit like you, I travel a lot, of course, in the chess world, and I think I'm one of these people for who it would be interesting to learn what to do with my money. And a last question to you, Matthias. So what would you say? Yifan was just talking about the different ways you can invest your income. What would you say as a conclusion are really the benefits of going into trading?
I think this is more a question about alternatives, because which alternative do we have? The financial markets don't offer us a lot of interest rate. Maybe you get 0.7% per year for your investment in the bank, just a savings book or something like we say in German. I don't know what is it in English, sorry for that. And of course you can invest in real estate and make a good profit, but does anything else? But I don't see anything else to invest the money and get a better result, better benefit. And the interest rate is historical low right now, and the inflation rate is still 2% or maybe higher. So if you invest money in an investment with 1%, you lose money. And don't forget the effect of compound interest. You will lose more and more and more. And I think it's very important to learn more about financial and to manage the money yourself. So I think this is the main thing to learn more to improve your own money management for the future.
Okay. Well, I have to say, I'm really happy to have conduct this interview, because I learned quite a lot of things which I know barely nothing about, and it's a very interesting topic, and I can only encourage everyone else to look into it. I will do so myself, but I will now get back into my own comfort zone, which is the chess world. Of course, everyone at the moment is following the World Championship match between Magnus Carlsen and Sergei Karyakin, where 3 games have been played so far. What is your impression after 3 games of the 2 players and of the standings so far?
Yeah, of course, everyone are following, especially the chess players and chess lovers, and me too. I think so far, okay, the 3 games ended in a draw. If yesterday's game was the solid one, again, I will not be surprised, because after a Berlin opening, and they exchanged to a rook bishop with a rook knight endgame, which seems to me quite equal. But we all know that Magnus are extremely good, probably the best among the current players that who can try to find something under such positions, and he managed to do that again yesterday. But we all know that when you're playing a World Championship match, somehow there's probably more psychological pressure, or the pressure from out the part that the performance might not be the best of as the player usually could do. So that's why later on, Kayaking trying to survive from a very, very difficult end game, but it also shows that Kayaking has such a very strong strength and a very, very, how to say, powerful psychological part that he could manage to keep such a position even under a world championship match. So that really surprised me and made me admire both players. I mean, they really show they're one of the best players under the current chess world.
And just out of curiosity, I was following the match here from the Chess24 office in Hamburg, and the game finished. It was almost 3 a.m. I know that you are 1 hour ahead of me. I'm not sure in which time zone we're exactly, but it must have been 4 a.m. for you. Did you stay up to watch the entire game?
Not really yesterday. Okay, I was trying to stay as long as I can, but somehow since my routine, normally it's like, okay, sometime around 11 are still fine for me, but if you're talking 3 or 4, it's a bit tricky. Okay, probably when it goes to the very, very exciting round or the most crucial moment, I might try to follow, but if we follow every game and the match probably still lasts quite long.
Yeah. And a final question about the match. So what is your prediction? Who will win this World Championship?
It's really hard to say, but from my personal point of view, I just hope this match will be an even match. I mean, Magnus has won the previous match with a great chess player, Vishy Anand, where he showed a great performance, although Vishy got some chances at some specific rounds, but somehow people are thinking that Magnus deserved to win that match. So I hope that this one between two very young, potential, and strong players will be a very fierce fight, and that will attract more chess fans, more chess followers around the world.
I completely agree with you, of course. And so to conclude this interview, one final question for you. Can you tell us a bit about what your next plans are? What are you're going to be up to in the next few months?
Yeah, actually, currently I'm staying in Romania, in Bucharest, where there will be a rapid blitz match with Kramnik at the end of November. Okay, the match will be held in another city in Romania, but we will have the opening ceremony here. And after November, December seems to me not a chess month, where I need to prepare for my TOEFL test. So that's why probably I will drop off. I will skip most of the chess tournaments, and my next serious one probably will be Gibraltar next year.
Okay. Great. Well, I think that's all for me for now. It was really interesting getting to talk to both of you and hear both about the trading world and about the chess world, and of course what combines the two and what the common points are. So thanks a lot for your time, and I'm sure I will speak to you again both in the future. Thank you very much.
I appreciate it. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, thank you, Fiona. Thank you, Matthias.